Welcome to Fresh Thinking School of Brain Science. What is the impact of spiritual practices on brain health and well-being? Beyond organized religion lies a wellspring of practices that nourish the spirit and sharpen the mind. This is the essence of spirituality, the quest for connection to something larger than ourselves. From meditation's calming focus to gratitude that fosters inner peace, these practices can profoundly reshape our brains. Studies reveal that spiritual activities strengthen neural networks like linking to well-being while reducing the grip of stress and negativity. It is as if we are rewiring our internal circuitry for greater resilience and joy. The impact extends beyond the individual. Spiritual practices foster a more connected world by cultivating compassion and empathy, a ripple effect of well-being that starts within that spreads outward. In the labyrinth corridors of the mind, a hidden door creaks open. Ancient whispers, prayers, meditation become the key, unlocking a symphony of well-being. Science illuminates this captivating interplay. Join us as we explore how these practices transform the fabric of our being, fostering focus, easing stress, and cultivating a more profound sense of self. For millennia, humanity has embarked on a quest to cultivate tranquility within the turbulent landscape of the mind. From ancient meditative practices whispered in hushed monasteries to prayers echoing in grand cathedrals, these traditions have promised a path towards inner peace, emotional balance, and a deeper connection to something beyond ourselves. Yet, the whispers of these experiences have often resided in the intangible realm. But on the horizon, a new dawn breaks. Neuroscience, with its gleaming scalpels and intricate brain scans, is peering into the core of these practices, revealing the fascinating interplay between our thoughts and beliefs and the intricate biology of the brain. Imagine a hidden language, a code inscribed within the neural pathways, finally being deciphered. Exploring the impact of spiritual practices on brain health and well-being delves into this exciting frontier. We are embarking on a journey that transcends the physical and ventures into the magnificent interplay between the mind and the spirit. By examining the scientific underpinnings of these practices, we can unlock a deeper understanding of their potential, the potential to cultivate inner peace and foster a symphony of positive transformations within the core of our being. 7 pillars of the impact of spiritual practices on brain health and wellness exist. Stress reduction, and emotional regulation. Imagine a powerful and a potential destructive wave crashing ashore. Stress reduction and emotional regulation are the keys of skilled surfers, riding the wave, acknowledging emotions, and guiding it healthy expression to prevent us from being swept away over reactions. This dynamic duo within the brain helps us manage stress hormones, keeping them from turning into a raging storm. By employing strategies like mindfulness and deep breathing, we become the masters of our emotional seas, navigating challenges with inner calm and fostering healthier relationships. Imagine a world perpetually on edge. The flight or flight response, a relentless conductor in the orchestra of our minds. Stress hormones surge and anxiety is a constant companion. Yet, across cultures and centuries, a potent counterpoint has emerged: spiritual practices. From the whispered prayers in ancient cathedrals to the quiet focus of meditation, these traditions offer a path toward a more harmonious existence. This exploration delves into the fascinating science behind this serenity. We will investigate how meditation, prayer, and other practices activate the relaxation response, a symphony of physiological changes that aim to quiet the inner storm. Picture the body stress hormones, once a raging chorus, beginning to recede. In their place, calming neuropeptides rise like a gentle melody, fostering a sense of emotional stability. Neuropeptides are chemical messengers that bridge your nervous system and other body parts. This isn't mere wishful thinking. It is a wiring of the very fabric of our being. By understanding how spiritual practices influence the relaxation response, we unlock a deeper appreciation for their potential to transform us from creatures of constant stress into beings capable of inner peace and emotional equilibrium, mindfulness, and attention regulation. In the bustling marketplace of our minds, mindfulness and attention regulation act as skilled wranglers. Imagine a room overflowing with distractors, flashing lights, buzzing sounds. Mindfulness, the watchful observer, notices the chaos without judgment. Attention regulation, the firm but gentle hand, focuses on our spotlight, on the most critical task, filtering our irrelevant noise. This dynamic duo strengthens our ability to concentrate, improves focus for extended periods, and allow us to be truly present in the moment, unfazed by the mental clutter. In the bustling marketplace of our minds, a constant battle rages. Thoughts fleet like fireflies, a relentless baggage of distractions vying for our attention. But within the tapestry of spiritual practices lies a hidden gem, the ability to cultivate laser-like focus. Imagine a conductor raising their button, and a symphony of focused awareness begins. This exploration delves into how meditation, prayer, and other practices strengthen our focus. We'll investigate the fascinating interplay between these traditions and the brain. Brain scans illuminate a remarkable shift, increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, the maestro of our attention. As we delve into prayer or meditation, the chatter quiets, the distractions dim, and a sense of present moment awareness blossoms. These practices aren't mere escapes from the world, but training grounds for the mind, strengthening our ability to filter out the noise allows us to focus on what truly matters, transforming our scattered minds into instruments of keen and present attention. Sense of self and identity. Our ever evolving narrative about who we are is the sense of self and identity. It is a tapestry rich with threads of experiences, memories, beliefs, and values. This internal compass shapes how we see the world and navigate it. It encompasses our inner world of thoughts and feelings and the presentation we craft for others, the image we want to project. This dynamic sense of self is constantly in flux, growing and changing as we learn and experience life's chapters. During spiritual practices, a curious phenomenon unfolds in the labyrinth corridors of our minds. We become detached observers, witnessing the whirlwind of thoughts and anxieties that often define our sense of self. Imagine a swirling vortex, a storm of self-referential thinking that dictates who we believe ourselves to be. But brain imaging reveals a fascinating shift as we delve into meditation, prayer, or other practices. This exploration delves into the potential of these traditions to cultivate a more expansive sense of self. Brain scans illuminate a quietening in the default mode network, the conductor of this inner storm. This isn't a descent into blackness. It is a transformative journey. By observing our thoughts and anxieties without judgment, we chip away at the illusion that their fleeting nature solely defines us. A more profound sense of self emerges, transcending the constant mental chatter. Spiritual practices become sculptors, chiseling away at the constructing walls of self-absorption. They reveal a vaster, more expansive awareness, a sense of self that is less like a collection of thoughts and more like a boundless ocean of being. It is a journey from the tempestuous sea of self-referential thinking to the calm serenity of a vast and limitless existence. Empathy and compassion. Empathy and compassion are the emotional power couple of the human experience. Empathy allows us to step into another's shoes, feeling their joys and sorrows as if they were our own. It is like putting on a pair of emotional spectacles, seeing the world through their eyes for a moment. Compassion takes empathy further, motivating us to alleviate suffering and offer support. Imagine feeling someone's sadness, empathy, and then wanting to hug them, compassion. They foster connection, strengthen relationships, and create a world where understanding and kindness sway. Imagine a world where empathy and compassion lie dormant like dusty instruments in a forgotten orchestra. Within the bustling marketplace of our minds, these qualities can become overshadowed by self-absorption and indifference. Yet, across cultures and traditions, a melody of hope resonates. The melody of loving kindness practices. This exploration delves into the fascinating science behind these practices, where focusing on well-being for oneself and others ignites a symphony of transformation. We'll analyze how meditation, prayer, and rituals cultivating loving kindness activate neural pathways associated with empathy and compassion. Brain scans illustrate a remarkable shift. Once quiet regions associated with these qualities begin to hum with activity. This isn't mere wishful thinking. It is a rewiring of the very fabric of our being. By cultivating and activating and focusing on loving kindness, we forge new pathways in the brain, strengthening the neural connections that allow us to feel for others. The ripples of this transformation extend beyond the confines of our minds. With each act of loving kindness, we cultivate a more compassionate self and plant seeds of empathy in the minds of those around us. Spiritual practices become bridges connecting us to ourselves and each other and fostering a more harmonious and interconnected world. It is a revolution not of violence but of kindness, a gentle transformation that begins within the blossoms outside. Pain management. Pain management is the art of turning down the volume of discomfort. It is a multifaceted symphony employing various instruments to create a sense of relief. Medications act like targeted conductors, directing their efforts at specific pain pathways. Physical therapy strengthens the body's infrastructure, improving movement and resilience. Psychological techniques like mindfulness and relaxation offer tools to manage the emotional aspects of pain. The ultimate goal isn't to silence the pain entirely, but to create a harmonious coexistence, allowing individuals to function and participate in life with greater ease, even amidst discomfort. In the info of chronic pain, the mind can become a prisoner, consumed by the searing flames of discomfort. Every twig, every ache, a relentless tormentor. Yet, within the sanctuary of spiritual practices lies a potential path towards a more tolerable existence, detached awareness. Imagine the pain matrix, a control center in the brain that amplifies and processes every flicker of discomfort. For those in critical and chronic pain, it is a relentless conductor dictating their every thought and movement. This exploration delves into the potential of mindfulness, meditation, and other practices to help individuals manage chronic pain. We will investigate the fascinating interplay between these traditions and the brain. Brain scans illuminate a glimmer of hope. As individuals cultivate detached awareness, focusing on the breath or a mantra rather than the pain itself, actively and pain matrix begins to subside. This isn't about ignoring the pain. It is about observing it with a quiet curiosity, refusing to be consumed by its fiery rage. Creating a buffer zone between ourselves and the raw sensation transforms the experiences from an all-encompassing inferno to flickering ember. Mindfulness, meditation, and spiritual practices become shields against the onslaught of pain, empowering us to find solace and a sense of control amidst the discomfort. It is a journey from being a prisoner of pain to becoming a mindful observer, able to coexist with the experience with greater resilience. Cognitive function and memory. Cognitive function and memory are the brain's dynamic duo, the architects of our mental world. Imagine a bustling library, information overflowing from shelves. Cognitive function. The sharp librarian efficiently retrieves and processes knowledge. It encompasses skills like learning, reasoning, critical thinking, and problem solving. Memory acts as a meticulous filing system, storing information for later retrieval. Short-term memory holds fleeting details like a notepad for immediate use. Long-term memory, the vast archive, ensures experiences, and knowledge become a permanent part of our mental library. Together, they allow us to navigate the world, learn from the past, and make informed decisions for the future. In the bustling marketplace of our minds, a forgotten treasure trove lies dormant. Our capacity for razor-sharp focus and adaptable thinking. Imagine the brain as a cluttered workspace, overflowing with distractions and sluggish in its ability to shift gears. Working memory sputters cognitive flexibility and the ability to adapt to new situations become rusty hinges. Yet, within the tapestry of spiritual practices lies a hidden gem, the potential to unlock this forgotten potential. This exploration delves into the fascinating interplay between meditation, prayer, and other practices, and the remarkable ability of the brain to reshape itself throughout life. Neuroplasticity. We will investigate how these traditions might improve working memory and cognitive flexibility. Brain scans illuminate a captivating shift. As individuals delve into meditation or prayer, their constant mental chatter quiets. Focused on a mantra or the breath, the mind becomes a streamlined workspace. This isn't just about achieving inner peace. It is about training the brain to hold information more readily and process it more clearly. Furthermore, these practices might act like sculptors on the neural landscape, fostering new connections and strengthening existing pathways. Imagine new neural pathways blossoming like vines, reaching towards the sun. With each mindful breath or whispered prayer, these practices cultivate a more agile mind that can focus intently and switch gears effortlessly, adapting to new situations with fluidity and grace. Spiritual practices become not just a path to inner peace, but a journey to unlock the full potential of our cognitive prowess. Sleep regulation. Sleep regulation is the body's intricate orchestra conductor, ensuring a harmonious nightly symphony. The maestro, a region in the brain, sets the tempo with melatonin, a hormone that lulls us towards slumber. This conductor dims the internal lights and daylight fades, quieting the wakefulness band. Meanwhile, the sleep pressure section crescendos its intensity, building through the day. This intricate interplay, influenced by light exposure and daily routines, determines when we feel drowsy or drift off to a restorative sleep. Disruptions to this delicate balance, like jet lag or late night screen time, can throw the orchestra into disarray, leaving us tossing and turning with insomnia, cacophony. In the calm twilight hours, when the world dims and sleep beckons, the mind can often become a battlefield. Racing thoughts and anxieties like restless soldiers keep us tossing and turning. Yet, within the calming embrace of spiritual practices lies a gateway to a night of restorative slumber. Imagine the fight or flight stress response system, a primal alarm within the brain, blaring its relentless call to action. This disrupts the delicate dance of hormones needed for sleep, leaving us wide-eyed and wired. This exploration delves into the potential of spiritual practices to usher in a night of peaceful rest. We investigate how meditation, prayer, and other traditions act as a dimmer switch on the overactive stress response. Brain scans illuminate a transformation, the frenetic activity in the fight or flight regions subsides, replaced by a gentle lull. With this newfound calm, the body's natural sleep-inducing hormones can begin to work their magic. Imagine the mind, once a battlefield, becoming a tranquil garden bathed in moonlight. These practices aren't simple rituals. They are gateways to deep relaxation. By quietening the inner storm, they prepare the mind and body for a night of slumber as refreshing as a gentle rainfall on parched earth. As we drift off, these practices leave us not with a cacophony of anxieties, but with the gentle symphony of a mind and a body finally at rest. They are a bridge from the relentless day of the refreshing embrace of sleep, a journey from the storm to the quiet calm of a moonlight sea. As we stand at the crossroads of science and spirituality, exploring the impact of spiritual practices on brain health and well-being, unveils a fascinating story. It is a narrative not just of stress reduction or emotional regulation, but of a symphony of positive transformations resonating within the very core of our being. Brain scans illuminate the biological underpinnings of what were once considered purely mystical experiences. Meditation, prayer, and other spiritual practices become not mere rituals, but tools for sculpting our inner landscape. This journey isn't about blind faith. It is about harnessing the power of the mind-body connection. We have witnessed how these practices activate the relaxation response, quietening the storm of stress hormones and fostering a sense of emotional calm. They cultivate a laser-like focus, filtering out distractions and allowing us to be truly present in the moment. Furthermore, they nurture a more expansive sense of self, one less defined by fleeting thoughts and anxieties. Imagine the walls of self-absorption dissolving, revealing a vast an interconnected ocean of awareness. The ripple effects of these transformations extend beyond the individual. Spiritual practices that cultivate loving kindness activate neural pathways associated with empathy and compassion, fostering a world where connection and understanding take roots. They offer tools for pain management, not by numbing the sensation, but by empowering a detached awareness that allows us to coexist with discomfort, with greater resilience. The impact of cognitive function is equally compelling. Mindfulness practices strengthen working memory and cognitive flexibility, sharpening our mental agility. They may even promote neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to reshape and adapt throughout life. Finally, these practices are a gateway to restful sleep, quietening the mind's chatter and preparing us for a night of restorative slumber. The impact of spiritual practices on brain health and well-being isn't a singular melody. It is a harmonious symphony of positive transformations. It is a testament of the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit. A reminder that within each of us lies the potential to cultivate inner peace and a more mindful and compassionate world. This is Dr. Masasekani Misha Kosa, Director of Fresh Thinking School of Brain Science. We really appreciate you being around. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel. We have amazing opportunities for you, and the content is really rocking and rolling. And make sure that you subscribe to our channel. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sure.